It is spooky season, and I haven't really posted a video in a while, so I thought, why not make a video on Funko Pops? As a lot of people know, I have a sort of horror collection, and it's fairly big. I mean, it's kind of taken up the entire room at this point. It's kind of a problem. But to be honest, I've never really made a video solely looking at Funko Pops, and I have a fair few here. I mean, just look, you know. And those are just the horror ones. I've got a fair few. I mean, not nearly as many as, you know, some of the Funko related channels out there that have like thousands upon thousands. I even have a friend who, you know, started collecting them recently. His name is Josh, and he's already grown his collection quite big. But yeah, I thought I'd do a video on them, and because it's, you know, it's spooky season, I figured I would do my top 10 favourite horror Funko Pops. Starting off at number 10, I have Carrie. This is a blacklight Funko Pop, and the blacklight ones I've always had a love for. They just have this sort of like, you know, this charm to them in a way, and my eyes are just like, wow, that's fucking glamorous. I don't have too many blacklight Funko Pops. Other than Carrie, I have a Bride of Chucky, 1990 Pennywise, and then a Michael Myers blacklight Funko Pop. But out of all of them, the Carrie one is my favourite. I just love the design. I don't know, I'm pulled towards it, if that makes sense. It's just sort of like, you know, hypnotised by it. I've always had a love for the blacklight ones though, and the Carrie one is my favourite one just because I've got a load of Michael Myers, I've got a load of Pennywise, and I've got a fair few Chucky Pop figures, and I've never really had a Carrie one, and considering this is the only Carrie one I've got, I haven't really got a normal Carrie one. I really like it, and it stands out even better being a blacklight Funko Pop. Number 9, I have one that was quite hard to make a decision on. I was looking back and forth with 2 separate pop figures, and I was like, which one do I like more, and which one can I put in the 9th spot? And it came down to it being Leprechaun. I actually really love the Leprechaun movie. I think they just get really wacky as time goes on. I mean, the first one's actually an iconic film, and I think it is actually quite creepy. Warwick Davis does an amazing job at playing that character. He's a great actor as well, to be fair. A lot of respect to him. But, you know, I just really love this pop figure. It's just so, like, comical, and especially when I think about all the other Leprechaun movies, like Leprechaun in Space and fucking Leprechaun in the Hood.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
It's honestly just amazing to me that he got his own pop figure. He is one of a kind in my opinion, and I don't know if there's any like special edition ones of Leprechaun. So yeah, no, I had to include Leprechaun. In 8th place, this is one that I actually got yesterday. I went to my local Forbidden Planet and they had it in. They didn't have many left, there was only 2 to be exact, and my friend Xander picked up the other one. This is the new release of Ghostface. So not to be mistaken with the old Ghostface, which is a Scream Funko Pop, which is actually pretty rare, I think. I've got one behind me somewhere, yeah, down there. So I got that ages ago, but this new one I absolutely adore, and I knew I had to put it on my list. So they do actually have 2 variants of this one, and it's the big one, which is like the big Funko Pops, which is a jumbo pop, I think that's what they call it. And then there's the standard one, and I actually really love this design so much. There's so much to it that I adore, and I'm just very like drawn to it. Of course, Scream is like, you in my top 10 favorite horror films as well. So I just had to put Ghostface on this list, considering I've only got this guy and then the old one behind me. Coming in at number 7 is one that I kind of had a tough decision picking. However, it came down to being the 40 Years of Elvira Funko Pop, and this is a diamond collection, so I am like baffled to when or how I got this. I think originally this was a Christmas gift, and I was sort of like, hold on a minute, does this count as horror? And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, when I look at Elvira, it is a comedy, but so is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and you know, I had to include it. Like Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a horror film, but it's also a comedy, so it's a mixture of both. And I always see Elvira as somewhat similar, even though there's nothing really scary about Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I always have a fun time watching that film. And she's pretty much just like a pop culture reference within horror. So, you know, when you picture horror, I think Elvira definitely does come up into that category. So I had to include this Funko Pop here. This is difficult, man. I can't decide, it's really difficult. Number 6 is one that has a lot of personal value to me. Honestly, I've just got a lot of, like, you know, feelings towards this one, and I had to put it in the list, but I just didn't know where to put it. And it's not that it's like a special edition pop, or that it's got like a specific design to it, but it's, you know, it's got a lot of history with it. And the Funko Pop I'm talking about is a Halloween Michael Myers one. Now, this isn't just a normal one though. I mean, yeah, it's normal at a glance. However, this has been autographed. I went to a HorrorCon convention 2 years ago, and while I was there, I got to meet the actor who played Sheriff Brackett, Charles Cyphers, who passed away recently, which was really sad to hear, but I'm glad I got his autograph. And I also got the actress who plays Annie Brackett, which is Nancy Loomis. So I got 2 autographs on this pop figure right here, and just that alone makes it valuable to me. And this is something I will keep in my collection forever. I'm never getting rid of it. It has so much sentimental value, just because I got to meet Charles Cyphers and Nancy Loomis. You know, I was just fanboying when I met them. I didn't really speak when I met them. I was just there like a giddy little schoolgirl, just like really pleased to see this actor in the flesh, especially because Halloween is my favorite horror franchise. So this Funko Pop has a lot of sentimental value to me and is very personal to me. Getting into the top 5 now. This next one isn't a normal Funko Pop, it's actually a pop pin, and that is a Bride of Chucky or Seed of Chucky pop pin that I got a while ago. I've never really collected these pop pins before. I've never really had a fascination with them. This is the only one I've got. However, I quite like it. It's different, and I think that's why I'm drawn to it more. I've never opened it. It's actually still sealed as well, and I don't know, I just really like the design of it. It's got a nice metallic shine to it. I know you can put them on bags and stuff like that. I actually got a pop pin from my friend Xander a long time ago, and I think it was a Demon Slayer pop pin, and he had it on his bag for a while, and it looked really cool. But no, this is definitely one of my favorites, and because it's so unique and different, that's why it's at number 5. This next one's big, and I don't mean like in terms of rating, I just mean it's really big. At number 4 we have my biggest Funko Pop, and it is a Jumbo Pop, and that Jumbo Pop is another Michael Myers. So I have a fair few Michael Myers in my collection. I think I've got every single Michael Myers Funko Pop. But yeah, I wanted to include this one because you can't miss it. It's got to be on the list. And at number 4, I'm very happy I put it here. It's massive. So much detail and so much, you know, going on here with this. I've never really been a massive fan of the Jumbo Pops, mainly because I just don't have space for them. But I had to get this Michael Myers one. It's definitely one of my favorites. It sits on my shelf and it just towers over everything else. So yeah, I'm really happy I have this one in my collection. This is it. We're at the top 3. These 3 were very hard to like put in order, but I do know what my first favourite is. I know what's first place in my mind. So second and third were a close tie. However, it's got to be my Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Rudy. This is a Walmart exclusive, and I can't remember when I got this. Obviously, I don't live in, you know, the United States or anywhere that has a Walmart. We don't have Walmart over here. So I got this online. I think it was a Christmas gift again from a family member. So, you know, thank you to them, because this is absolutely glamorous. This is the only Killer Clowns one I have as well. And I know there are other ones out there, like Fatso, and I think Shorty is one as well. They also have like the popcorn thing with the like, you know, Venus flytrap piranha Killer Clown. But no, this is the only one I have, and I'm actually quite happy I have it because it's quite an exclusive one. But you know, I'm really happy this is in third place because it is a Walmart exclusive. It's the only Walmart exclusive I have, and I'm really happy that I have it in my collection. In third place? No, I mean in second place, god damn it. But yeah, no, in second place I have one that has a lot of like sentimental value to me, and that is my Child's Play 3 Chucky. This one is a special edition, and it's at the end of Child's Play 3 when Chucky gets his face ripped off by the carnival ride. I always had a sort of odd fascination with Child's Play 3. A lot of people don't like Child's Play 3, and I can sort of see why. It's repetitive of the first 2 films. But yeah, no, I really like this pop figure. I love the design of it, and although a lot of people don't like Child's Play 3, I fairly like it. It's not bad. It's an alright horror film. But there's a lot of elements to it I like. I like the location setting of the, you know, academy. I really like the ending with the carnival ride showdown and stuff. I thought it was a really neat film, and this pop figure complements that even more. Like, the design on this is amazing. Number 1 was very difficult to choose, but at the same time I always knew that this was my favourite. This was my personal favourite, and I got it at Christmas time. It was the last one in HMV, and I snatched that shit. I grabbed it and I booked it home. I adore this one so much. And that one in question is my Michael Myers and Myers House Funko Pop. I did mention I've got a lot of Michael Myers ones, and I think there's 2 other Michael Myers ones on this list. There's the Jumbo Pop one and then the autograph one. But this one is by far my favourite. I absolutely adore this, and the design of the Myers house is amazing. I will take this out of the box just to show you the design of the Myers house. But yeah, I absolutely love this one so much. I'm so happy I got it. And I think it is about 30-40 quid online. So the fact I managed to grab it when I did, and it only cost 25-30 quid at the time, it's amazing to me. I absolutely love it. That was my top 10 favourite horror Funko Pops in my collection. Please let me know in the comments below what your favourite Funko Pop is, or if you display your pop figures outside the box or in the box. It's always nice hearing other people's opinions on what they do within their collection. So yeah, but I really hope you have a good day, have a great October, and have a great Halloween.